Good morning. This is 60 Seconds to Serenity with me, Gregg Hammond. Today is Thursday, December 14, 2017. 60 Seconds to Serenity, calmness of mind. Calmness of mind. Good morning. Kicking back, thinking about the power of your calm mind, the serenity. We've talked about how we're building each morning. It's a reminder and a mindset setter, right? We position ourselves and our day by focusing and thinking about the fact that we're going to use the power of the 60 seconds to serenity to harness our superpower, our calm mind. So we use the breathing in and out, slowly, gently, thinking about making the sound with our breath of waves, of ocean, listening for the similar aspects of our breath coming in and out, and how that is just like the ocean, beach, waves coming in on the sand. Preparing ourselves for the maintaining calmness of mind. As we've been doing this, we've been talking about the 60 seconds to serenity as our tool to shift over when you feel yourself being pulled from a high vibration into a low vibration, or if you are here and you've been at a low vibration, you're now able to use 60 seconds to serenity to take yourself to a very high vibration and have paradise right where you are. Wherever you are is paradise because of your ability to harness your higher faculties of thinking, using your gratitude, using positive, empowering statements. We've shared some of those. If you have any new affirmation, any empowering statement, leave it in the comments because I love hearing. I like hearing from the other members of our human family about their affirmations. One popped up the other day. I'll grab it here and read it to you in a second. But for the gratitude, you're writing out your gratitude. Well, I'm going to do this quick because the battery on my camera, this projection device, which gives me the amazing luxury of being able to broadcast around the entire globe, which is so cool to see people tuning in from everywhere. Power of gratitude. Oh, so the battery's low. I'm going to go fast today, but that's okay because it's a Thursday and we're preparing for the end of the week for a fantastic Friday, right? Write out the 10 things you're grateful for. We're using our gratitude. We're using the way that we feel, that very amazing feeling of gratitude and being thankful every single day. And we're tying that together with our breath as we think, right? So our thinking mind is pairing that with something that we're physically doing. And that's part of the reason that we do that. So you're writing out your gratitude list. You're also putting a non-dominant exercise together, right? Here we go. Today, I was going quickly, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to hop on before too much time went by. So I just put my name and did all this non-dominant hand, as you've seen if you've been tuning in. And I did not fill in the information. I will check out the sunrise out there and sunset, and I'll put all this information. Now I have humidity. That was a new thing that I added. So you can write down all of those, and if you want to add something in there, you could add something. The more that you write with your non-dominant hand, the better. When we started, we were talking about the chapter on Serenity from James Allen's As a Man Thinketh. This is just these two groupings of paragraphs. It's fairly short. It'll take the first couple times as you write that out. It'll be it'll take you time because you're going to have to read back and forth. Write it out in a notebook, right? Something like this is very helpful. I also, I didn't mention this, but you see I've written these lines in here with a non-dominant hand, and the idea is that you start using the non-dominant hand as you're working on printing and writing, as opposed to cursive, because it's easier to be a little more less focused than if you're printing. If you're printing, you really have to focus because of the way that you operate the pen. So another thing is just to draw straight lines across the page. If you find that printing is very challenging and you want to work on the non-dominant hand exercise, then just draw straight lines across the page. And they obviously will probably be less of a straight line than what they'll be in 30 days. But you'll have accomplished something amazing by working on this non-dominant hand exercise. And all of the 60 Seconds to Serenity tools that we're doing, as we put these things together, we are empowering ourselves to have this tool of 60 Seconds to Serenity so that we have a smooth and calm response to things going on. This stone has a very smooth side, right? Compared to this rougher side here. When you respond to things in your environment, in your day, you have control when you respond. And so I have this stone as an example. Somebody asked me to show them the coin again that I have. I have this, it's a silver, it's a troy ounce of silver. So it is heavy. So it's in my pocket and I know it's there. It's not like a quarter or something like that. You could use anything that you want, but when you have a coin that's sizable with weight and size, and how big it is, right? You know it's there, and the idea is that you're consciously thinking about, you're constantly being reminded about the fact that you have this, right? And this has an inscription in here, but this side is smooth, and this side is rough. It's got a mountain sheep on this side, right? Mountain sheep, if you've ever seen them, the mountain goats, they can walk on places that you would never expect anything with legs to be able to crawl around, much less 4 legs and move along the edge of the cliffs. So very, very strong demonstration of doing what you will to do, that which you will to do. So this side is rough, and I have this in my pocket, right? And the reason is because I can feel it in my pocket. I put my hand in there and I touch it and remember that I have the opportunity to make the choice. Do I respond? Do I react? The smooth side is responding. I have control there, smooth, like the water behind me there, right? Rough is like waves crashing into a shore on a very rocky beach, right? There's a very different physical thing happening there, and you have the ability with 60 Seconds to Serenity to do that, to use your breath, your gratitude, your empowering thoughts, team together, right? As you're breathing in and out, and then in 60 seconds you can switch. 60 seconds is a long time when you're trying to acquire the ability to respond sometimes. And sometimes you realize 60 seconds can go by like that, right? A minute. I also have a goal card, right, that is in my pocket. So I have something to remind me to respond to things going on as opposed to react to things going on. And I also have a goal card so that I'm constantly reminded about the goal that I have set for myself, or goals that I have set for myself to achieve, because of how powerful I become as I work towards achieving that. And that's part of the reason that you do that. And so the good news is your life just got a whole lot easier because you can have that calm mind, like the water back there, that is up to you. And as you do that, you become the change that you want to see in the world, right? And all you have to do is watch some news, and it's easy to say, hey, I'd like to see things shift into something different. It's guaranteed that for most everybody, when you look out there, you don't see everything going. There are things that you feel you like to change, and in order for those to change, you have to make that change within yourself. The 60 Seconds to Serenity, we've been building this since October, where you're practicing this, the repetition. That's how you get better at every single thing that you want to accomplish. As a music teacher, as a guitar teacher, as a musician myself, I know how much practice makes a difference. And so that's the idea here, is we're practicing this, we're getting better and better at doing this. You're getting better, and we're preparing the ground for when we go into 2018. I'm going to announce some amazing opportunities to really push yourself forward, right? But I want to make sure that everybody has a really good foundation to go into that. And if that's something that you want to share with somebody, send this video to your friends, post it wherever you want. It's here. I'm giving this as a way of giving back. So these the Peace Anthem, Set Me Free, Global Jam for Peace stickers and magnets can be yours if you would like. We're coming into the end of the year and the celebration of people who have contributed and supported the whole vision of the Global Jam. They make it possible for me to send these out to you and not have to ask you for anything except to share the message. And so thank you very much for doing that, for asking and receiving and then sharing. And look up the Serenity chapter for calmness of mind, because it's your superpower. I am going to hop off of here and get busy with the rest of my day before the battery runs off on this. Peace, love, and music to you. Use your 60 seconds to serenity. Have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow.